Hey guys, and today Sean and I are doing the review, which is between Geelong and Sydney at Simonds Stadium. It was Geelong winning in the end by 32 points. A great win by the Cats, mate. The headline is Cats claim a big scalp.
Sure was, mate. Massive win, big game,
Yeah.
so much surrounding it, and gee, we played well.
Oh, it was great to watch. Champion. We're still not feeling quite right. This is the best
Amazing.
this is the best I've felt since probably Tuesday. I've been in bed basically all week and have had very little energy and still a little bit of a cough. So yeah, bear with us for this episode, guys, and for our other videos, Q&A and tips.
No worries, mate. We'll battle on.
But yes, you went to the game, mate. How did you see it up live, close and personal?
Yeah, I think I was pumped myself, not only just as a big game it was, but to finally watch us again. It seems like forever since I've been in a game.
Certainly.
As you may have picked up it. No, we played really well, and I even thought at times we weren't as polished as we could have been or as skillful as we could have been, but
Yeah,
our effort and being up for the fight was just spot on, so... It was
Fantastic.
fantastic to see, and at times late in the second I was a bit concerned. I thought the Swans have us on the ropes here, but half time came and we really just regrouped, and the second half was just as good a footy as we played all year. No doubt.
Big call, I think it's a good call.
Yeah, well, I think the Swans kicked about 1 goal for in that second half, and I'm not sure what we kicked, but it was certainly impressive. So
It's great to watch.
just to hold them to that score was fantastic. Contested possession, we won. Fantastic against
Plus
the Swans.
27.
Yeah, smashed them.
Great effort.
Clearances, I'd love to know what they were exactly in the second half, because I reckon we smashed them in the second half. Early struggled, especially around our stoppage, which we harp on here. But look, certainly out of the centre clearance, again, best all year by a mile out of the centre, I reckon. Not even just on the stats, like Blitzar streaming out to Duncan, to Selwood, to Caddick, Guthrie. It was
all happening.
Lovely to watch, and the atmosphere was great at the game as well. There was definitely a feel, not only for everything with Goodsey and the big build-up, but just what was slightly lost in how big a game and opportunity it was for the Cats, and it was great for them to deliver, because it puts us in a very good position, claiming one of those victories that maybe we didn't think we could score.
Yeah, we needed them. Needed one of them.
Definitely, and you'll touch on this man in the votes, I believe, but remember his name, Jake Kolajasny, because that man, he's a gun.
He sure
If
is.
you haven't picked up on it, he's a star. He'll be around for 10 years, and we found one there's no doubt.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Kingy was talking about Blitzar's being, when he's rucked, we've been much better out of the setting clearance, so
Okay.
something to think about there.
Yeah, it is interesting, because he at times has been questioned for being outbodied in the ruck. I'd hate for him to come up against a Goldstein in a final or something like that, but he does look like more of a footballer now, doesn't he?
Yeah, certainly.
Remember back in the day where you could tell he was a runner playing footy, but he
Didn't
really
know what he
has
was doing.
that build about him now that's a footballer's build, so
It's good stuff.
good to see. But they're my points on a really positive review here, because it's great to come in and, I was pumped. We were playing great footy, so it's great to be able to really review it on a positive note, because there seems to be a lot of negatives perhaps throughout the year, but
It has been.
I'm keen to hear some of your thoughts, Dizio.
Well, gee, it wasn't that long ago that the Melbourne game happened, and we were like, we nearly drew a red line, drew us all but did. So there was so many good things about the game, I thought, matey. Early on was a bit scary. We looked a little bit slow, and we got outspread early, like Lewis Jetta was tearing us up a bit, and I was like, oh, this is sort of how we got beaten last time, but after a while, in the second half in particular, where we really took them to the cleaners, we made them look slow.
Yeah.
It was great when we were tackling them, and I reckon there was numbers around the ball all night, like no tomorrow. It was havoc. I couldn't believe there was always a Sydney player or always a Geelong player within the vicinity of each other, and we were absolutely ruthless around the contest, similar to what you said, and we just out-hunted them, outran them in the end, and we were absolutely dynamic, and we got the job done very comfortably. I was so impressed with the boys and how they sort of attacked it, and it was like they went to war and we won. So we don't usually do that. we bet Sydney as their own game, as I talked to you prior to doing this video. Always good to give them a bit of the taste of their own medicine.
Certainly.
So that was fantastic to see. Pressure was intense, sort of along those lines with the ruthlessness around the contest. Sydney, we didn't allow them time and space, especially in the second half. You know, Kennedy would get it, tackle.
Yeah.
Canterbury get it, tackle. Just did not allow any overlap run with the Swans in the second half. And when they did, they had no one to kick it to up forward, which leads me into my point about we did really well to outnumber them in our defensive 50 and worked very well from the back line again. That transition has been a feature in our wins.
Certainly has.
So, yeah, Sydney, they had no one to go to up forward. They looked a bit lost. They had, like, Nang Curvis, Goods and Reed, but most of the time they didn't know what to do. And Kingy touched on how the ground ball players for us were killing the Swans. Teddy Richards is the one I'm trying to get to. And also Grundy a bit slow at ground level. Nick Smith not the quickest either. And, players like Lang and Caddy, the rest chipped in up forward, and Gregson was exciting as well. And we just bet him there, especially in the speed department.
Yeah.
And just let him know all about it.
Yeah, I know. As the game went on, we sort of changed those factors, and you're right when you say we hunted them, because we really did. I mean, I don't think the tackles truly reflected. I think we lost that, but definitely the ones that really mattered and repeat ones, just to win that, especially in the second half, to win that ground ball just through pure pressure was fantastic. We've got that great mix now, welcoming a few players back we were speaking today, like Duncan's finally back and Bartel. Kelly playing some consistent footy.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden we've got that best team almost that we talk about, and it's starting to show. It's starting to, you look at the team and you watch us play and you go, gee, maybe we are, you wouldn't want to play us in finals, I suppose. I mean, that's not getting ahead of ourselves, and by no means do I think we can win multiple finals, but I think we are now looking like we're good enough to be there, and once you're there, well, you never quite know. But our form is good.
Yeah, well, if we park that, if we make the finals and play like that, we're every chance to win one and be competitive in the next one.
Yeah, and we know we're not as good as we once were, and perhaps closer to slipping back at times than ever before, but definitely even our defensive side is as good as it's been for a long time, which Scotty touched on. So some positive signs.
Still haven't conceded 10 goals in the last month, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, which suggests a change in whatever they're doing, which Scotty kind of touched on in the press conference. Like, you do that for a month, that's Gary Lyon's body of work, isn't it? So
we like it. It's
good.
Good stuff, mate. Well, we'll move on to the votes anyway. We saw it a bit differently, and obviously because you're at the game and I wasn't, so how did you have a look at it?
Yeah, always form different opinions when you're watching it from different angles, I reckon.
No,
seriously.
No,
it's interesting.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I felt Sal was just enormous in his 200th, or... it was 200, sorry.
Yep, you're right.
He was just fantastic, I think, and he just dragged us along as he so often does. I think he had the 35 touches.
He sure did.
Contested possession galore, and he got my 3 votes. I gave 2 votes to Guthrie. Not as much as the Pill. I think he had 23, but 14 contested, and I just love his breakaway speed from the contest. He's always had it, but we're really seeing it now. I reckon he does it as good as anyone in our team. I mean, Motlop has that elite break of speed, but Guthrie from sort of contested possession to uncontested possession is very impressive.
Good transition.
Yeah, and a great use of the ball, so it's important he plays well. So I gave him the 2 votes, and I gave 1 vote to Tommy Hawkins. I don't think it was by any means the best game of his career or anything, but I felt with Walker struggling, Kirsten was out, we don't have too many tall options. I think he's 4 goals, and he went back a couple of times when he really needed to slot them, and he did. Yeah. After missing a couple early from memory, so he gave us that option, and multiple times Sal would just put it on a silver plate for him, and otherwise as well.
Didn't kick over his head.
Exactly. So good to see Tom get another bag there and look in some good form, and was a clear dominant big man on the ground. But I think another reason we saw a little different was because there's so many to pick from, really, which is great.
I mean, lots of good players.
I would have loved to give Caddy a vote. I thought Taylor was outstanding. Of course,
man.
Yeah, Mackie was good. College Jasny, as I said, and Bartel and Motlop. Blitz, I thought was really good. So
say Duncan.
I hadn't said Duncan. I thought he was as
good
clean
as
ever. So plenty of options.
That's good when it happens.
Yeah, it is. But how do you see it?
Oh, just slightly different. But in saying that, I don't know. Caddy got the 3 votes to mine. 22 disposals, 7 marks, 9 tackles, 2 goals. Started off a bit slowly, as you mentioned to me, and I remembered once you said that he did. I thought his work in the second half, he worked his way into the game, and I thought he was fantastic. His grunt work at the contest was awesome, and goals at crucial stages and really put us in a good spot, and I thought he played really well.
Yeah.
After sort of a disappointing start, so redemption as we like to call it.
Yeah, no, he was great.
And the 2 votes to Joel Selwood, probably stiff to get not to get the 3. I didn't know what I was thinking though, but I did what I did, mate. So the 35 disposals, 6 marks and 4 tackles. Used the ball well all night, better than he has, and that week break has really helped him out, I think. Yeah, he leads in the front every week, doesn't he? And 20 contested possessions. I think that says a lot about him right there. Went in and under just to get us over the line.
That's what he does, doesn't he?
Fantastic. That's why he's the captain. And the 1 vote to Jakey Boy Kolajasny.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll appreciate that nickname, but 15 disposals, 4 marks, 4 tackles. I reckon he got his vote for that tackle on Adam Goods, I reckon. Fantastic chase. Goods, he's surprisingly quick. He's 35, but he's really quick. Don't know how he does it, but no, I thought he was exceptional. Looks really clean. He's a great mark and great kick, and everything he does is pretty smooth. So, like a few of our players, Mitch Duncan's a good example there. So, an absolute gem key defender in the making, mate.
Yeah, you're spot on, mate. It brings a smile to my face that, we've had the likes of Gillies, we've had Mitch Brown, we've had
some bad luck.
This man, we've been searching for that Scarlett replacement, and even Lonigan and all these guys.
And Taylor in the next couple of years.
I'm extremely confident to say he's the man. He'll be there for a long time. We've found one there. It's good to see.
Thank goodness. About bloody time. But it is now time for your segment, mate. The good old chopping block match review committee.
Good old chopping block. Old mate chopping block. Well, there's not too much to talk about because it was so impressive, wasn't it, mate? It was very good to see.
Absolutely.
But one man I will put on it, he has featured at times, is Matty Stokes. He's just not quite up to it, I think.
Kicked a goal, mate.
He did kick it. I'm very happy he went and converted that. I was proud of him. But I'll be keen to rewatch it if I get the chance. That he missed quite a few targets, especially early when the heat was really in the game. And he's just that touch slower with his disposal, and I think he gets caught out more often than not. And I think Hall and Smith being sub and Stokes out on the ground, I think I'd like to swap that round at times. And
absolutely,
I just feel probably there's better options. So I'm not sure Stokes is in our best 22 anymore.
I think Scotty agrees with you too.
Yeah, he's been on the fringe, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Lang and Gregson, while they were impressive at times and did some nice things, I do think one of them, if not both, will get a rest at times. I think it's certainly on the way. And another man of the younger variety, Cockatoo. Not sure
struggled a bit.
Yeah, not sure where his spot is. And I think they've groomed him as a defender throughout the year in the VFL, and he's just not a defender. I think it's got to be more educational. I was surprised to see him line up there in the AFL scene, but
yeah, it was crazy.
He's a creative forward, wingman, sort of, and hopefully midfielder at that height once he can put on some weight. So I'm not sure whether he's up to AFL standards. Scotty said to be patient with him, which is fair enough, but I'm not sure he too is in our best 22. As for a VFL wrap, well, we watched some of it today, mate, and it wasn't very impressive. They had a very poor loss today, and no one was really that impressive at all. I mean, Jordan Kunico probably played the best game for the club, him personally, his 3rd game back. But otherwise, again, Menzel we touch on, he surely couldn't be far away. I was talking to a fella today, and he felt the St Kilda game was most likely, and he's got fairly good insight, so
I think that's what the talk's been.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be against the Hawks.
No, definitely not. But look, that's about all the wrap for it in what is a pretty positive review. I think just maybe a couple of changes as we so often do. But not too many blokes just putting their hand up from the 2. So
that's it.
But you mentioned the Hawks, mate. Big game, isn't it? It's
It's
probably the one I get most excited for out of the whole season. So can't wait for it next week.
Yeah, they're usually good ones, these games, except for the last time.
Yes.
We got the Hawks Saturday night next week, so huge game as it normally is. The Hawks just defeated the West Coast Eagles. I was very annoyed with that because I would have liked to nearly take away Hawthorn's chance of getting a top 2 finish.
Yeah.
because you just know they're going to win that first final if they're in Melbourne. Makes it a bit harder if they're not. But anyway, we're not talking about finals. We're talking about Geelong and Hawthorn. Yeah, tough game to read into. I think we'll both agree with we won't be tipping Geelong.
No.
But what we are excited about is that it'll be closer than it will be from last time. So that's the main. Yeah, it's the main thing. But yeah, we've certainly lost that ability to beat them. Oh well, tough when the Hawks are playing the best footy they probably have for quite some time, and we've done that natural decline. And if you believe in the Kennett's curse and how that's gone, you can. Yeah, huge game. I think the Hawks probably 4 to 7 goals. It depends on how they come out and fight, I guess. But yeah, I think we can be competitive for quarters. But I think those few little lapses, they'll just catch us, and they're running spread's good as anyone.
Yeah, you're right, man. We'll beat this game, which is exciting as well.
Assuming your sister doesn't go, which you don't think she will.
Nah, write her off, mate. She's on
write
the
her off.
block. She's
put a red line through it.
Yeah, I reckon you can. She's said tonight that she's a no-go. So
good stuff. All right, I'll be there, guys. We'll both be there.
Rip off the green vest and
beautiful.
So
subbed in. How do you see it though, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I love it for the crowd and atmosphere and just that hope that we can produce something. But I think that is where it runs out.
The hope.
The Hawks are a fantastic outfit. If you're looking for positives, they're coming back from WA after a hard hit out. They've had, a pretty trying month against some of the, they've been up and about against some of the best clubs.
Yeah, that's true, yep.
If you're searching for positives there, but I think we're going to need a lot more than maybe the Hawks being a touch off. I mean, if they're a touch off, even at our best, we still make it a contest, I feel, because when they're running good, they can just turn it on for 10 minutes and be extremely damaging, especially against us. They really have found ways to cut us apart, but it'll be a good test against that defence that we spoke about that's really improved for us, because there's no better team really at dissecting a defence with their foot skills than the Hawks. So, yeah, as far as the tip, I will be tipping Hawthorn for sure. But, I suppose out of the whole season, have we been in better form? Probably not. So it'll be a good test to see maybe how far we have come since that opener.
Yeah, that was a very scary round one.
Yeah, and look, you'd never accept a loss, but as long as we're competitive, I'll be quite happy, because I feel we're better than what we've produced against them at times, where we just have been a clear class level below in recent times.
Yeah.
And having won the Sydney game, it relaxes you a little bit, knowing we've probably picked up a game maybe we didn't think we would.
Yeah, certainly.
And this is another one in that frame of mind that we don't think we can win, but I don't think we can win, but certainly if we are competitive, I feel that'll be a plus. And if we can, like
mission
you said,
accomplished.
No, not quite, but we're not in the same bracket as the Hawks anymore. I mean, even you see in the 7 broadcasts them sort of joke around with, looking back at the old rivalry and, you never know. It'd take a massive, amazing effort and be one of the upsets of the season.
We said that in the past. I think that, it would be one of the upsets of the year for us to knock them off.
Yeah.
Even though they still think that the rivalry's there, and it's not quite, because we're a clear class below.
It's romantic in the media. I mean, we still have that rivalry, but we can't match it with them sort of thing. But like you said, I think if we can be competitive with them for quarters and show that maybe we can match it with them at times, that'd be interesting.
We'd like it. Less than 10 goals for them.
Got to show improvement. But I reckon they could get 60, 70,000. I mean, Saturday night, surely the weather's starting to improve slightly.
Yeah.
Why not rock up? Surely.
Get around, guys, because we'll be there.
Yeah,
come meet us, get an autograph.
No, there's nothing except for finals, mate. Just a big game at the G with a big crowd.
Finals like atmosphere.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited just thinking about it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
There's their review, guys. Geelong winning by 32 points up against the Swannies. Just love beating Sydney, mate. It's fantastic. It's good to win regardless, but Sydney especially, how much I hate them. So, good on the Cats. They're in 7th spot at the moment, so slowly ticking away. That's all from us. Don't forget to check out darijoe. Does the Geelong Goal video highlights each week, and also catstars.com.au. Check out his website as well in the description below. And don't forget to check out our Q&As. If you've got any questions for us or our tips as well to see who we go for each week. So that'd be fantastic. If you get around that, guys, don't forget to subscribe as well.
That's it. Get around it.
Beautiful. That's all, folks. We'll catch you all next time.